Hey team! So welcome back for another workout video. Today we are doing shoulders, and let me tell you, my front delts, I did this new exercise that I learned from Athlean X. I will link his page, Jeff Cavalier. He is awesome. He comes from a science-based perspective. So I love watching his stuff as he explains. He even uses like a skeleton to explain exercises and how the body works. I come from a very science-based workout perspective as well, but I haven't been in the industry. I've been in the industry maybe 6 years. Other people have been in there for many years. So one thing that I like to tell everybody: never be so arrogant that you think you know everything, because we don't know everything, especially if you are brand new into the industry and you come in and you're like, oh yeah, I just got my certification and I just did this and I know everything. And cut it out, okay? There is always room to grow. There is always learning to be done. That's why we have experts in the industry, okay? So continue to read, continue to, watch YouTube channels, continue to get on the internet and Google and bodybuilding.com, and always continue to learn. Never be so arrogant that you think you know everything. Anyway, so that's my little rant for everybody. Moving on to the shoulder workout. This one, yeah, I was really sore. Now, one thing, I don't do rear delts, okay? Rear deltoids, back of the shoulder. I don't do rear deltoids on shoulder day. Why, you ask? Because rear delts are hit on back day, and so I like to isolate them at the end of a back workout. So whenever you do pulling motions, and the rear delt is incorporated when your shoulder is more at 90 degrees. So if you are, pulling like that, so think about, a wide grip row, they're really fantastic. Bent over flies, you're flying up, that's going to get your rear delts, also going to get your medial delt in the middle. But with the rear deltoids, when you hit them like that, okay, you're going to hit them on back day. And then I like to finish them off at the end of back day, once they're all really nice and warmed and already been worked. Then I just burn them off at the end. So I do, on shoulder day, front and medial delts, and I give them a good hammering. Front and medial delts. The rear delts might get involved a little bit in, for instance, lateral raises, especially if we do behind the back lateral raises. Then yes, we're going to touch on the rear delts, but again, like I said, I give them a really good go more in pulling motions, and pulling motions is back day. So today is more front and medial delt. My front deltoids hurt for days after this. So if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me below, please. Like I said, never be so arrogant that you think you know everything. Please ask me, and if I don't know, I will ask an expert, okay? So if you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay fit in the gym with Jem. Okay guys, so just warming up here. This is the exercise that I was talking to you about that I got from Athlean X. It is an overhead shoulder press move, even though it doesn't look like it, but it is replicating the same motion. Right, so you're keeping your knees nice and close to the ground, and then you are coming down towards the ground with your chest, and then pushing backwards and up. You will feel a really good burn here. Really good way to warm up the shoulders for shoulder day. And then we're going into a high plank to low plank or forearm plank. And we're going to do 5 each side, staying on the same side and then doing 5 on the other side. Also going to warm up the core. And then I like to start my shoulders off with a compound move. And my favorite compound move is obviously the shoulder overhead press. Now, one mistake that people make here is when they push the dumbbells upwards, they have their elbows too far back as if you were in like a goalpost position. So I want you to actually bring your elbows slightly forward of the body, about 30 degrees. And then coming into this move, again from Athlean-X, this is, again, I don't know if there is a formative name for this exercise, but I just call it a front delt chest raise. So you're going to feel this in the upper pec and particularly in the front delt. And what you don't want to do is turn this into a bicep curl. So just slightly bend your elbow, but then keep that position of the elbow. The only joint actually moving here is your shoulder joint. This is an isolation move. And then I go straight into one of my favorites for the medial delts or the lateral delts, and that is the lateral raises. And I do them seated at first, so I try to get a strict view in, even though I'm starting to raise my body up here a little bit. And so then I stand up when I've burnt them out seated, and I cheat a little bit by bending my knees and having a little bit of help from the rest of my body to get those dumbbells up. But I do that so that I don't stop completely. I burn them out just a little bit more, stress them out. And then since we've done our laterals, I'm going into front again. This is the plate front delt raise. So you want to go up so that your upper arms are parallel to the ground, and then slowly release down. That's your negative. That's the eccentric portion of the move. Is on the way down, you are resisting gravity. The weight is trying to make its way down to the floor, and you are still contracting your muscles to slowly release it towards the floor. And then we're going to go into a compound move for the front delts, but also the medial, and this is the Arnold press. So in the first part of the move here, so from here up to there, you are going to be using your front deltoids, and then that overhead press there is the medial delts. And we're just going to finish off the laterals here with some isolation work, and that is your lateral raise but with a cable. And I love doing the cables at the end. It's adding that resistance, that constant resistance on the way down. You really want to start, if you are putting together a workout for yourself, you really want to start with free weights first, so barbells and dumbbells, and then head into your cables, and then finish your workout with machines. Because with your free weights, they require the most core activation and the most energy, because they are the most dangerous. And then finishing off here, just like I said, with a machine. And I love to do drop sets on machines because they're very easy to do a drop set. You just change the weight, pull the pin out, pull the pin in, and carry on going. And a drop set is, you want to choose a weight, a heavy weight for the first part, for the first section. So you're getting about 8 to 10 reps. Then when you cannot go anymore, you drop the weight down, you keep going. And then when you can't go anymore, you drop the weight down again and you finish it off.